back here at Brands Hatch for the second time this year to compete in round 7 of Time Attack. Today there's a large Japanese car show running called Go Japan, so the crowds are here, there's plenty of spectators, so hopefully we're going to put on a strong show and get a lot more interest in the car and Time Attack as a genre. Looking at the class entry list, there's a number of big power cars that we don't normally see as single round entries. So we've got Gobstopper 3, we've got Andy Forrest in his Westfield, as well as a number of other single round entries which are going to make for a very busy and very competitive class, which we're thoroughly looking forward to. So coming off the back of a successful event at Quick 60 at Mallory Park last weekend, obviously we're pretty confident about the car. There's a link to that video just here if you choose to watch that link on YouTube. We've done little preparation really for this event as the car was fully spanned and looked after properly at that event. So we've checked a few bits and pieces, but in reality the car was so well behaved that it needed little or no attention. We've come here today really with a sole aim of getting a 49-second lap at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Something that's been a progression for us over a number of years, coming down from a 51 to a 50. We're now really hungry for that 49-second lap. So we've got a kind of structured plan through the day of running as much as we can in every session to gain as much data as we can, as much track time and experience of the circuit, and our sole aim here is to try and get down into the 49s. So I've just come back in from warm-up today at Brands Hatch. Very frustrated, little or no track time, just due to red flags all session long. So I think we were lucky if we put 2 or 3 semi-solid laps in. Every single corner, every lap, there was somebody in the gravel, and then gravel strewn across the circuit, making the surface just impossible to try and drive on. It'd be more than foolish to try and push on gravel, dirt, mud and grass. So yeah, not a huge amount gained as far as our goals today in warm-up, and we're just hoping and praying that the rest of the drivers can sort themselves out for the next session, and we can press on, because we don't have a lot of track time during the day anyway, and we need to get those times down into the low 51s or 50s soon. Otherwise the chances of pushing on to that elusive 49 is not going to happen. So the car felt good. We had a little bit of a spin early on, trying to stick with some of the slick tyre shod cars, and as a result we've put a little bit more wing on the back of the car to settle that down, but that's really all we've needed to do. The engine's still running a huge amount of power off the back of the Quick 60 event, which is hauling us round in a really strong position. So just a bit of wing and we'll go back out and hopefully have a clear run for practice. So that's practice session 2, over and done with now. Once again, unfortunately, session cut short by a red flag, 7 minutes in. So we got into a bit of rhythm, got some heat into tyres, and did a little bit of pushing. 1 lap into that committed stint, we got down to a 51.4 straight away, and then unfortunately another car in the gravel, so another red flag. Session was cut short. That car was then dragged out, and gravel was unfortunately strewn throughout the circuit, which made the chances of going back out to get a sub 51 pretty much impossible. So unfortunately, again, session cut short, no track time, and the long and painful wait now for qualifying to come along before we get the opportunity to push the car. Again, no changes, as the back end of the car had settled right down with a little bit of wing that we'd put in. We've changed the tyres onto race tyres, but other than that, we're good to go for quali. We are looking at running 600 horsepower for the final, so we'll add a spring to the wastegate for that, and just hope that our luck changes and people can stay out the gravel for long enough for us to get a decent lap in today. But time will tell. So we've just come in from the qualifying session today at Brands Hatch. Not really what we hoped for. We did get a quicker time again, so we've improved constantly through the day. We're down to a 51.3 now. But again, marred with lots of traffic, lots of red flags, and again, unfortunately, the session was cut short. So I think we managed about 6.5 minutes that time before the session was aborted due to red flags. So a really frustrating day. The car is feeling great, and as soon as there's some clear track space, we get right back onto a quick lap time. But it's constantly marred by tripping over other competitors and red flags. So, you know, not once to give up. We will be out again in the final, chasing down this 49-second lap, and just hopefully have a little more luck with track space and no more red flags. So that's the final session done today. We unbelievably finished up with a PB. So that 49-second lap that we've been chasing for a couple of months now didn't materialise, but we finished on a 50.7, which I think, all things considered today, with the amount of seat time that we've had in the car and the amount of running that we've done, is pretty good going. I'll take a PB at any circuit, to be honest, with the times that this car's been producing. So it was a bit of a fraught final. There's a lot of people chasing a lot of times, and it was a bit manic and busy out there. But once again, the car was completely on point, and I was able to put it exactly where I want it, no matter how much traffic we were passing. So I'm really pleased for myself and for the team, because we've worked really hard over the past couple of weeks with the events we've been running. To come back here and to produce a PB performance is well deserved and highly unexpected, to be honest. So a new PB for the car, and we look forward to wrapping everything up at Snetterton in a few weeks' time.